Is your calendar full, but you're still left wondering, what did I actually achieve today? If so, you're not alone. Let's talk about how to fix it. Hi, and welcome to Level Up Leadership. I'm Lee, and this is the podcast where we explore practical strategies to help you elevate your leadership journey. With over 2 decades of experience leading teams, my passion is coaching and mentoring aspiring managers to find clarity and build high-performing, empowering teams. Today, we're tackling a challenge I see everywhere: the difference between being busy and making an impact. We'll explore why we've all fallen into this trap of hyper-collaboration. Then, we'll look at the unintended consequences this has on our teams, particularly on accountability and decisive action. And finally, I'll share some positive, practical coaching advice on how we as leaders can reset the standard and get back to focusing on what really matters. Okay, let's go. We've all seen it. The calendar's packed with back-to-back 30 or 16-minute blocks, maybe even 15-minute meetings. The constant stream of pings and notifications. It feels productive, doesn't it? This visible activity has become a kind of performance. It's a theatre of busy work. And there's fascinating research that explains why this is happening. Microsoft's Work Trend Index identified something called productivity paranoia. In one study, 87% of employees reported that they were productive, but only 12% of leaders felt fully confident that their teams were. This gap creates pressure. Leaders feeling anxious ask for more check-ins and more meetings. Employees feeling they need to prove they're working join more meetings and respond to messages instantly. The result? A massive increase in activity. One report showed that the number of weekly meetings had soared by over 150% since the start of the pandemic. But here's the catch. This activity is coming at a huge cost. The same research from Microsoft's Work Lab used brain scanning technology and found that back-to-back virtual meetings cause additional stress to accumulate in the brain. In contrast, simply taking short breaks between meetings allows the brain to reset, dramatically improving focus and engagement. So the very thing we're doing to prove our productivity, all those back-to-back meetings, is scientifically proven to decrease our ability to focus and do our best work. We are trapped in a cycle of being busy, not being effective. As a leader, the part that concerns me the most is the unintended consequences this culture has on accountability and action. When we default to, let's schedule a meeting and invite 15 people to collaborate on a decision, we're not actually collaborating, we're often just diluting responsibility. When a decision is made by committee, who is the single person accountable for the outcome? It becomes unclear. More dangerously, it stifles autonomous action. We might hire bright, capable and decisive people, but then we create a culture where they feel they can't take action without first socialising the idea or getting consensus from a large group. They learn to wait. They learn to ask for another meeting. And that spark of initiative, that bias for action, what we valued so highly, gets dampened. This isn't anyone's fault, it's a systematic drift. But as leaders, it's our job to spot it and consciously steer the ship in a different direction. We have an opportunity to replace this collaboration by committee with genuine empowerment. We need to shift the focus from process to progress. So how do we fix this? This brings me to a principle I value deeply. I've said it before, you will have heard it on this podcast. The standard you walk past is the standard you set. Now, this isn't about blame, it's just about awareness. Every time we as leaders accept a meeting invitation that has no clear agenda, every time we schedule a 1-hour meeting when a 10-minute phone call would have done, every time we reply all unnecessarily to an email, we are silently endorsing that standard. We are walking past it. The good news is that we can start setting a new standard today. It starts with us. It takes courage because it means pushing back on the culture of busy. It means having the confidence to protect your time and, even more importantly, your team's time. In my leadership manifesto, one of my core expectations is to have the courage to focus on just the essential. This is not just a nice idea, it's a practical antidote to the productivity paranoia. It's our job to create an environment where focus is the default and decisive action is the ultimate goal. So here are 4 coaching tips, 4 practical actions you can take this week to move your team from busy to impact. Number 1. Model ruthless prioritisation. Look at your own calendar first. For every meeting, ask, what is the essential outcome and am I the right person to achieve it? If you don't have a clear answer, decline it or suggest an alternative. This gives your team explicit permission to do the same. This isn't about being unhelpful, it's about being purposeful. Number 2, actively audit your team's calendars. This is a powerful one. As leaders with the technology available to us today, we can often see our team's calendars. When was the last time you looked at one of your direct report schedules, saw it was full of clashes and back-to-back meetings, and actively intervened? And I don't mean helping them find another 15-minute gap here to shuffle things around to fit it all in. What I do mean is doing the hard work of leadership with them, sitting down and asking, what's on this list that's genuinely essential and what is just rubbish that we can clear out? Help them decline meetings, take the heat for them if you need to. This is genuine prioritisation, and it's one of the most supportive things a leader can do. Number 3, empower decisive action. My foremost priority as a leader is to empower people. Find one decision this week that you would normally make. Instead, delegate it. And delegate the full autonomy to make it to a trusted team member. Tell them, I trust your judgment. You do not need to check back with me on this. Just get it done. This is one of the fastest ways to build capacity and confidence. And finally, redefine collaboration. We need to break the link between collaboration and the 60-minute committee meeting. Coach your team on other options. Could this be a shared document or a quick 5-minute direct one-to-one call? A focused email with a crisp, clear question. By championing more purposeful communication, you free up hours of time for the deep focused work that really drives results. By focusing on these small conscious acts, we can start to shift the culture. We can move from a team that performs busyness to a team that delivers impact. So here's one final coaching question I want to leave you with. What one action will you take this week? Will you clear your own calendar as a model, or will you sit with a team member and actively help them clear theirs? If this episode resonated with you, please share it with another leader who's ready to make the change. And don't forget to follow Level Up Leadership wherever you get your podcasts, so you never miss an episode designed to help you elevate your leadership journey. Until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and keep leveling up.